Episode 6 of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared begins with Yellow Man crying in the bed, looking at a photo album. The photo album contains pictures of the trio, and even Roy. There are 2 empty beds beside him, and he says, "I miss you guys." He turns off the light and tries to go to bed, but then the nightlight that he just turned off starts singing. Yellow Man does something we've never seen him do before. He's refusing to participate in the song. He says no, turns the light off, and turns over in his bed. And honestly, Yellow Man ate that up because it's about time he stood up for himself. The lamp turns back on and begins to sing about how to have dreams. Yellow Man's bed then turns into a pool of oil and he begins to drown. The scene then cuts to Red Man in a cubicle. He jumps up from his nap and we see another Red Man handing him work to do. Our Red Man makes a joke to the boss Red Man, saying, "Wouldn't it be funny if these files came alive and started dancing and singing?" After this, the boss Red Man looks at our Red Man and says, "That sounds really boring." Now, doesn't that sound familiar? We then cut to a bar scene and it seems like this is where all the Red Men go after work. After hours. And then we see our Red Man, I think it's our Red Man, sitting at a table by himself. Our Red Man goes up on a stage and starts singing the song from the first episode, Creativity. He gets booed off the stage and then we see Roy in the corner of the room. And then the mic tells Red Man that his voice is music to his face. Red Man is now alone in an empty room and he begins to follow the sound of music. And he comes across a huge control set. In one of the TVs, we can still see the lamp terrorizing Yellow Man. So Red Man starts pressing buttons and then the lamp changes to the clock that sung the time song. And we can see that every time Red Man presses a button, the character singing changes to a character we've seen before. And sometimes it changes to characters that we haven't seen before. We even see Duck. We then see a yellow arm extend to touch Red Man's shoulder, and from the darkness we see Roy. Red Man then follows the cord all the way to a plug in the wall. He says, "I wonder what will happen next," and then he unplugs the cord. Then everything goes black. We then cut to a brand new scene. The trio is together once again, but now they're all their favorite colors. And the date finally changes from June 19th to June 20th. They've finally broken out of the loop. And then the notebook starts to sing the same song from episode 1, Creativity. I think this episode shows that Red Man is the actual creator of this show, that he actually made this show with good intentions. He had this idea of a kid-friendly, educational, Sesame Street-like show to educate the youth. And Roy is a producer that gave him a chance. But then Roy and his production team started butchering Red Man's idea of what the show was supposed to be. I think Red Man's original show wasn't bringing in the views that Roy and the production team wanted. So they began to add disturbing and twisted scenes to bring in that shock value. And in correlation, the views skyrocketed. Red Man pulling the plug was just that, putting an end to the disgrace that they've made of his show. Realizing he doesn't need a big production set in Hollywood or Roy to make his dream come true. Deciding to go independent and take a chance on himself. And starting the show again, but this time on his own terms.